Initial thoughts of the VW Amorok New Zealand consumer road test. Equipment, mixed bag really. There's some stuff here that isn't really necessary, like an off-road mode, even though it's the two-wheel drive model. Traction control off, even though there is a severe lack of power. Not enough to trouble the traction. Going around a corner, it steers okay, but if you go around a little fast, it cuts all the power, even though you've turned the traction control off, supposedly. What else? There is a light at the back for the tray, not really needed. It's 2012 and there's no USB or auxiliary input into the stereo. I think the top end stereo you can, but the lower and mid-range stereo, you have to, pay someone about $300 or $400 to put it in. Looks great. Love the way it looks. I think inside and out, it's probably the best thing you can buy. Which is obviously why people are buying it, because it looks fantastic. It's got equipment on the inside that a regular Japanese ute won't have. With the engine, there is so little power, it's slower than global warming. It is, compared to a Hilux 3 litre, it's got nothing. Fuel economy is very good, but it's a fairly big payoff. Motorway driving. Motorway driving's okay. It gets a little noisy. Not with road noise. That is wind noise creating a B minor. Quite aggravating, really. What's that noise? What is that? How's that fucking noise? New Zealand road test of the VW Amorok continued. One would think that a German manufacturer, home of the Autobahn, would go on the motorway or motorway cruising speed at least once to test whether there's an inherent whistling in one of their new vehicles. Apparently not, because this would make it 2 out of 2 Amoroks I've driven that makes that noise. I don't think it gets any worse with higher speeds, but it definitely gets more annoying. That is pretty terrible. Great news, Volkswagen, and all Volkswagen Amorok owners. I have solved the whistling Amorok problem. Volkswagen, all you need to do is put some business cards in the seal of the door jamb. Problem solved. Or a pair of undies, or a sock. Sock would probably work, or a shoe, or a book. Or if you flatten a coffee cup down, a flattened coffee cup. Problem solved. Volkswagen, you don't have to do any work on this. I've solved your problem. Yeah. I guess send me a check. So the humming is now coming from the other side, and I've run out of business cards and things to stuff between the door and the A-pillar to stop it. What a fucking joke.